Right, we're all knife nuts. We tend to think of countries, therefore, being defined by their knives. Let's have a look. All Britain, Fairbairn Sykes, although Scotland and Wales do actually have their own knives. Just point that out before I go mad. Sweden, the Mora, brilliant little knife. Hungary, the Jankovits, there you go, Greg. USA, Bowie, could have put Buck in there as well. France, the Opinel, why not? Switzerland, the Swiss Army knife, inevitably. Underneath here, Japan with the Tanto. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Spain, the Navajar. Yep, give you that one. Portugal. Well, think about it no more, because this is the MAM. It is a Portuguese knife made in Portugal by MAM, who are very, very proud of making knives since 1870. And just listen to this. I think that's practically musical. You could have a row of these and play tunes on them, I think. There we go, look, MAM, knives since 1870. Portugal. A nice bit of marking on there as well. Don't know what it means. I do like that sound. It's one of the things that I actually find quite attractive. Because it's essentially a musical instrument, a hollow thing there. So, MAM have been making knives since 1870 and have an enormous range. If you can find their website, you can see it. The website isn't easy to find. It is filman.com, Filman. And they really do all sorts of cutlery. It's astonishing. Knives, spoons, all sorts of interesting, lovely stuff. Opened, it is about the size of an Opinel number 8. And I have seen these described as a fairly typical European peasant's knife. That's a fairly good description. Well, we have an Opinel to hand. That's a number 7. And we have this Spanish thing that I picked up in Spain. Oh, that was a stupid thing to say, wasn't it? Now, you know, they're all got that unlined wooden handle, this collar here, and quite a nice blade shape. I'm sure you know what Opinel looks like. Not impressed with the Opinel, frankly. Ever since I managed to open my mate's Opinel, and the collar was slightly like that, I pulled it open and the end pinged. This bit pinged off. Wasn't very impressed. So let's have that out of the way and look at our lovely Portuguese item. This one, I don't know what model it is, frankly. I bought it in the UK just as a MAM knife. It was £1 more expensive than the version that had a little leather lanyard. Go figure. It is in total approximately, what we got there, 8 inches in total. Blade, unfortunately, slightly too young for the UK, and it is, of course, a lock knife. And handle, there we go. Same in centimetres. Ta-da! Measure all that lot. There we go. Roughly that. And it weighs about as much as a box of cigarettes. As far as I've been able to find out, the beech is made of... What handle, indeed, is made of beech. Perhaps I'll just start thinking. Apparently this distinctive grain colour gives it away, but I don't actually know. The blade is stainless steel. Again, don't know what sort. It's been described as German stainless steel, as though German stainless steel is better than everybody else in the world. I don't think so. Now, one thing I really, really do like about this is that sound. I just think that is gorgeous. Musical. Hollow handle. Unlined, like all these sort of European peasant knives. And let's just do that again, because I really do like the sound of that. Lovely. Now, the unusual thing is this locking mechanism. It goes the other way round to every other lock you've ever come across. Normally that to undo it. This case, it's different. It's push it that way. Fold it down. Lovely. So you can see how that's held in there. This is actually pinned. This liner lock is pinned into place here. I don't know how it holds into the wood there. I think that would indicate that is possibly undoable, although I'm not sure. But obviously the blade does start loosening off. You can bash it back with a hammer. I think it's really, really nice. It's a very thin blade. It makes it an excellent slicer. I haven't managed to cut myself with this yet, which I'm slightly surprised about. It is quite sharp out of the box. I will sacrifice one of my illustrations to show that. I think a decent honing would actually make that really quite scary sharp. It's not quite shaving sharp, although I was practicing this a couple of days ago and it knocked bring some skin cells off, so it's more exfoliating sharp, I suppose you could say, than razor sharp. They're not. They are, frankly, reasonably widely available in the UK if you know what you're looking for. I bought this from a gun shop up north. And it was frankly a very good reason to go to a knife retailer. Frankly, it took them 5 days to realise they didn't have the thing in stock and email me, which obviously went straight to spam. And when I rang them 5 days later and said, "Where the hell's my knife? I want my knife." "Oh yeah, we know what we're dealing with. We'll try and get it out today, mate. Oh yeah, we'll try." What do you mean you'll try? Put it in a box, put it in the post. It's not that difficult, is it? So yeah, interesting, quite different little knife. Didn't think, frankly, these sort of style of things would have quite so many different variants and versions. I do beg you to have a look at the MAM website, though. They've got some beautiful stuff. Some of it's quite pricey, some of it isn't. Well, this is just a nice shaped handle as well. It fits in my hand nicely. It's a decent, well, that actually, it's quite, that lock makes quite a nice little tab to kind of grip onto. Decent size handle, decent size blade. It is very thin though, and it's only obviously pinned in there. You're not going to be using it for prying things open and going mad with it. But then it's quite lightweight. Perhaps that might give you, remind you. It's a fairly light duty knife. It's brilliant. I was slicing the limes up for vodka and tonic yesterday. Knife through hot knife through butter, indeed, as the saying goes. MAM knife, I think it's lovely. It was about £15. They are available cheaper in specialist knife retailers. It's not, you've got to get used to that action. It is definite two-handed opening. That little nail groove there actually does do its job, although it's very, very thin. Once you've opened it, you can, once you've got the knack of it, you can close it up again with one hand. Boom. But I would make sure those fingers are well out of the way, because this is going to have your fingers badly if you get it wrong. Other than that, not a lot to say. We've now found a knife from Portugal, though. We will keep exploring the world in many sharp things.